Hey, thanks for checking back to Pappy Can Do It YouTube channel. I'm Pappy and I can do it. Today I'm going to show you how to make a loaf of banana bread using a Lodge cast iron bread pan. If you can see this here. You see, yeah, Lodge. Yeah, Lodge. Pure cast iron. So this is my first time trying it. So we just got this in from Lodge. So let's see what happens. I'll show you a list of our ingredients that we're going to need. It's really simple. First off, we need 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We'll need a 1/2 cup of plain sugar, a 3/4 cup. It calls for dark brown sugar. All I had was just regular brown sugar. We're going to need a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon salt, 2 happy eggs, 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, a 1/4 cup of buttermilk. I had no buttermilk. Our local store had no buttermilk. So you can take per cup of whole milk, use a tablespoon of vinegar, and that makes buttermilk. And then I cut it down to a 1/4 cup. Then you're going to need 1 cup of mashed ripe bananas. So that's the ingredients you're going to need. Now you can add a cup of chocolate chips. You can add a cup of peanut butter morsels. You can add a cup of your choice of nuts. You can add to whatever you want to do. So first off, we're going to preheat the oven to 325. You can see there. Oven's preheated at 325. It's 7:50 in the morning. And we're going to combine all the dry ingredients in one bowl. Then we're going to combine all the wet ingredients in another bowl. Then I will bring you right back. Okay? Okay, you can see here I have my dry ingredients mixed in the left bowl, then I have my wet ingredients mixed in the right bowl. Now I'm going to combine the two. I'll bring you along for this. And I'm going to use a spatula to get every bit of that goodness that we can get in here. Now I love to cast iron cook. You'll see some more videos on cast iron cooking. Now this is a new bread pan I just received. Now Lodge, all their cast iron, they come what they advertise as pre-seasoned. What I do every time I get a new piece of cast iron from Lodge, I love Lodge. I love the old stuff. I love the Griswold and the Wagner. But I love the new Lodge stuff too. So as soon as I get any new Lodge, it's already pre-seasoned. So what I do is I rinse it off good with some water. I dry it thoroughly. Then I preheat my oven to 500. And then I take just regular Crisco. And I take a cloth, like a terry cloth, cheesecloth or something, rag. And I put a very thin coating of Crisco over the entire pan, and I put it on there and I take it off like I didn't want to put it on there to start with. That's how tight you want it off. And then once the oven's preheated to 500, I put the cast iron in there upside down in case there's any drippage. It won't settle in the bottom of my pan or my skillets. And then I let it bake in that oven for 1 hour. After 1 hour, I turn the oven off and I let it cool in the oven. And then once it's completely cool, then I'll repeat the process. If I get a new piece of cast iron, instead of heating the oven up just to do the one piece, I'll go in on the shelf and I'll get my last 2 or 3 or 4 new pieces, and I'll season whatever the oven will fit. So some of my pieces have been seasoned 5, 6, 7 times in the oven, and that don't hurt it a bit. It don't need that. That may be overkill. But that's what I do. Okay, so that's all mixed up. So now on this cast iron, the direction says coat good with some kind of an oil that I don't have. So I'm just going to use this cooking spray, and I'm going to make sure I get down in the corners good. Now that's a whole bunch of cooking spray, because I want to get down in the corners. I'm going to take this paper towel, and I'm going to make sure that I'm all down in the corners. And this actually will continue the seasoning process. That's just a non-stick vegetable oil. Okay, going to pour in our batter. Boy, isn't that pretty? I had some, I think it was pecans in the freezer, but I didn't want to go ahead and do that. I'd rather have like walnuts or, no, I had almonds. That's what I wasn't sure of. If I'd had pecans, I'd have certainly used pecans. I'd have used chocolate chips. I'd have used blueberries. I would have even used the peanut butter morsels. All right, let me throw this away over here. Let me get this spatula. Get every bit of goodness. Okay, this is ready to go in the oven. It says bake for 55 to 60 minutes, depending on your oven. Center rack, just like this. It is 7:57. So add 55 minutes to that. I'll probably check this at about, it's 8 o'clock, about 8:45. I'll come in and check it and see how things are going. Stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe to Pappy Can Do It YouTube channel. I appreciate it. It will help me. Thank you. God bless.